Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, today we've got a set of sources that honestly feels like it throws the usual rule book right out the window. We're looking at cosmic physics from Nikola Tesla and then pivoting straight into ancient wisdom on relationship dynamics. It almost feels like we mixed up our research notes.
It definitely looks like an odd pairing at first glance.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the point, right? That's our mission here.
Exact.
To dig in and find that connection, to pull out practical, maybe even life-changing insights from these two, seemingly totally separate areas.
Finding the thread between cosmic vibes and how you value yourself day to day.
That's the goal.
Right. So the big idea we're exploring is this. Think of the universe like a giant radio station, infinitely powerful. And your internal state, your thoughts, your feelings, your self-worth, that's what sets your frequency.
It determines what you broadcast and, maybe more importantly, what you receive back.
Okay, let's dive into Tesla first. He had this really fundamental, maybe even radical idea about reality.
He absolutely did. Tesla basically said, if you want to understand the universe, you have to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration.
Not just metaphors, but actual physics.
Yes, exactly. Everything you see, everything you touch, the device you're listening on right now, the chair you're sitting in, it's all vibrating. It's energy in motion.
So that's where the radio station analogy really kicks in, isn't it?
It fits perfectly. The sources suggest your destiny isn't some fixed path laid out for you. It's the frequency you choose, consciously or unconsciously, to tune into and maintain.
Which means if you feel stuck or things just aren't working out, Tesla's view is kind of simple, almost unsettlingly so.
Right. It's like you're just attuned to the wrong station. A misleading one, as the source puts it.
Unsettling because it puts the responsibility right back on you.
It does. It implies that, consistent struggle isn't just bad luck or external forces piling on. It might actually be the result of the vibrational frequency you're habitually sending out.
But there's a flip side, a liberating one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you chose that frequency unconsciously, maybe through habit or past experiences, then the good news is you can choose a new one, consciously.
Okay, let's get into the how. How do we actually tune this internal radio dial? Tesla talked about thought and emotion, but he made a key distinction.
A really crucial one. Think of thought as the electrical wave. It's the idea, the blueprint, the what's.
Okay.
But emotion, that's the fuel. It's the magnetic power that takes that thought wave, amplifies it, and broadcasts it out into the cosmic field.
So without the feeling, the thought is just weak.
Pretty much. Stays localized. It doesn't have the juice to really make an impact. It's like a radio signal without enough power to reach the tower.
Which brings us to that idea of the broken circuit. This seems to be where a lot of positive thinking stuff falls down.
Exactly right. People get tripped up here. You might be repeating affirmations like, I am prosperous, I am abundant, thinking it over and over.
The electrical wave.
Right. But if deep down in your heart you're feeling fear about bills or doubt about deserving it, or just general anxiety about lack.
The emotional fuel is negative.
Precisely. The circuit's broken. You're sending contradictory signals. It's like trying to light up a room with a powerful bulb attached to a frayed, weak wire. The energy just fizzles out.
And the sources are clear. This cosmic field, it isn't sitting there judging your goals or deciding if you're worthy.
Not at all. It's described as completely amoral. It doesn't have opinions. It just responds mechanically almost to the signal it receives.
So if the thought is success, but the feeling, the stronger signal, is fear of failure.
The field responds to the fear. It reflects back the dominant vibration. It doesn't really care what your logical brain says it wants. It reads the energy signature of your heart, what you truly feel and expect.
So changing the frequency means aligning thought and feeling, marrying that electrical wave with a strong, coherent, magnetic, emotional wave.
That's the essence of it. You need both working together.
This leads us straight into the power of words. Tesla apparently believed words weren't just, sounds we make. He called them a vibrational code.
Yeah, he even said words are as real as iron, which is quite a statement.
A happy statement. We use words so casually.
We really do. But according to this view, they carry significant electrical potential. Think about the example in the source, a doctor saying to a patient, there is no cure.
Okay.
If the patient truly accepts those words, internalizes them, they act like an electrical signal. They can effectively shut down the body's internal circuits of hope, of healing potential. They lock the person into a low frequency state of expectation.
Wow. Whereas saying something like, you can overcome this,
acts like a different signal entirely. It opens possibilities, potentially overrides internal negativity. It keeps that circuit open.
So how do we deal with all the negative words we hear? News, social media, maybe even critical people in our lives. Are we just constantly being bombarded?
Well, the protection, according to this framework, lies in understanding they are only electrical signals initially. They only gain magnetic power, the power to influence your reality if you attach your own emotional fuel to them.
Ah, okay. So if you hear bad news, but you consciously refuse to fuel it with fear or despair,
You deny it the power source. You don't let it become your dominant broadcast. It remains an external thought, not your reality-shaping vibration.
that's a really important distinction. Okay, let's make this super practical. If our past struggles might be echoes of old frequencies, how do we consciously pick a better one? What tools did Tesla suggest?
The first big one is grounding yourself in the present moment.
Okay.
Tesla saw the present right now as the only vibrational station where all possibilities exist at the same time. We tend to link happiness to the future, right? I'll be happy when I get the job. I'll relax when the project is done.
Yeah, we definitely do that. But if things are genuinely tough right now, how do you just generate gratitude? Doesn't that feel fake?
It's not about pretending problems don't exist. It's about shifting your focus, changing the lens. True abundance in this Tesla context means feeling genuinely grateful for what you do have right now, even small things.
And that creates something called the mirror effect.
Exactly. When you generate feelings of satisfaction, contentment, gratitude now, the cosmic field supposedly reflects that back to you. You start noticing opportunities, resources, positive aspects you were blind to before because your focus was locked on lack. It's about changing your perception, fueled by genuine present moment emotion.
That's the tuning process. Got it. And the second tool, the daily review before sleep.
Yes, and this is apparently very powerful for like cleaning up your vibrational signal. It's not just thinking about your day.
We're active than that.
Much more. You consciously review any negative events, maybe an argument, a mistake you made, a moment of anxiety, and then you deliberately, vividly reimagine it playing out differently with the harmonious outcome you actually wanted.
Can you give a quick example? Like if I had a tense meeting.
Okay, yeah. So before you sleep, you'd mentally replay that meeting, but this time you imagine yourself calm, confident. You visualize the conversation going smoothly, professionally, reaching a positive resolution that feels good for everyone involved. Doing this, the idea is, reprograms the frequency you'll naturally emit when you wake up. Instead of carrying that heavy, dense energy of yesterday's tension or failure,
That feeling you wake up with sometimes.
right, you replace it with a pre-programmed signal of peace, resolution, confidence. You're essentially choosing your vibrational starting point for the new day.
Okay, that makes sense. So that's the internal frequency shaping our personal reality based on Tesla's view. Which brings us perfectly to our second source.
Right.
If we're transmitting signals that shape our inner world, surely that same signal impacts how others see us, how they perceive our value. How does this connect to relationships, especially tricky ones?
It's the perfect bridge, really. Source 2 lays out this 6-step strategy. It frames it as the art of creating intelligent absence.
Intelligent absence. Okay.
And the core idea isn't about playing games or manipulating someone. It's about consciously establishing your own self-worth, making it solid and independent of anyone else's approval or attention. You're fundamentally changing your signal from "I need you" to "I have value."
That sounds, it sounds potentially like game playing. Where's the line? How is intelligent absence different from just manipulation?
That's the key distinction the source seems to make. Manipulation tries to force or trick someone into feeling something. This strategy is about focusing inward so profoundly, investing in yourself so genuinely, that your perceived value naturally rises. You stop chasing them and start focusing on your life, your growth. The shift is internal first.
Got it. Okay, let's break down the first couple of steps. Strategy 1, stop the chase, and strategy 2, show independence. These are the immediate changes, the first shifts in frequency.
Absolutely foundational. Step 1. You immediately stop pursuing the person who's ignoring you or pulling away. No more calls, texts, trying to get their attention.
Why is that so powerful?
Because it shatters their expectations. Their mental script probably involves you chasing them, pleading, trying harder. When you just stop, it creates confusion. Like, wait, did I misjudge my importance to them? Are they actually okay without me? It introduces doubt.
And strategy 2 builds right on that confusion.
It has to. It's about visible independence. And crucially, it needs to be genuine. Not just pretending you're happy on social media, but actually engaging with your life, pursuing your interests, spending time with friends, hitting your goals.
So they see you thriving.
Yes. And the source suggests the biggest psychological impact comes when they realize your well-being, your happiness, your stability, it isn't dependent on them. It wasn't tied to their attention after all. That elevates your perceived value immensely.
Okay, moving to steps 3 and 4. Igniting jealousy and raising value. Now, jealousy sounds a bit iffy.
Yeah.
How do we do that intelligently, keeping it high frequency, not low-level drama?
Right, it's important how the source frames intelligent jealousy. It's not about faking relationships or trying to make someone overtly jealous in a manipulative way.
So what is it then?
It's more subtle. It's about allowing them to naturally see that other people value you, appreciate you, enjoy your company. When they observe you being respected or admired within your own social circle, it can trigger a natural, almost primal fear of loss. They realize, other people see the value in them. Maybe I missed something.
So it's less look who I'm with now and more them organically realizing, wow, they're actually highly regarded by others. I might have lost someone desirable.
Precisely. It's about social proof reflecting your inherent value. And that connects directly to strategy 4, continuously raising personal value.
The self-investment piece.
Exactly. This is where you actively work on yourself, improving your skills, maybe your appearance, if that feels good, achieving career goals, learning new things. It sends the clearest possible signal. You are complete, you are growing, you're self-sufficient.
You're not waiting for them to complete you.
Not at all. And that shift from seeming needy or dependent to being genuinely self-reliant and progressing generates respect. And paradoxically, the source argues, it often generates intense longing in the other person. They start thinking, how did I let someone this valuable go?
That self-generated high-value frequency is powerful. Okay, the last 2. Strategy 5, mystery, and strategy 6, rebalancing.
Strategy 5 uses ambiguity as a tool. Basically, control the information flow. When or if you do communicate, keep it brief, confident, and don't overshare.
Why does that work?
It creates psychological tension. If someone knows everything about you, your predictability makes you less interesting mentally. A little bit of mystery, some unanswered questions, forces their mind to work, to try and fill in the blanks. You occupy more of their thoughts because you're slightly unpredictable.
And strategy 6 is kind of the end game, the result.
It's the culmination, reestablishing balance. By doing the first 5 steps authentically, your sense of value becomes stable. It's internal now, not dependent on their attention or validation. You're no longer reacting to them. You're operating from your own stable, high-value frequency.
You're the transmitter, setting the tone.
Exactly. And that confident, independent stance is what ultimately creates that genuine sense of longing in the other person. They realize they lost control, but more importantly, they lost access to someone valuable and irreplaceable, precisely because you chose to prioritize your own frequency, your own worth.
Wow. Okay, so we started with Tesla telling us the universe, the cosmic field, responds directly to our internal frequency, our thoughts, plus our emotions.
Yeah.
And we end with this psychological strategy showing our relationships, how others perceive our value, also responds directly to the signal we send out one based on self-worth and independence.
The connection is actually quite remarkable when you lay it out like that. Both sources from totally different fields are pointing to the same fundamental truth. You are a transmitter.
Always broadcasting.
Always. And your reality, whether that's the circumstances the universe reflects back to you or the respect and desire you command relationships, it's all shaped by the quality of the signal you consistently send out.
And that quality comes down to conscious choice. Choosing gratitude in the present, reprogramming negativity with the daily review, investing in your own skills and value.
It's all about self-mastery, really. Taking control of your internal state, which then influences your external world.
So here's the final thought for everyone listening. If every word you speak, every thought you entertain, every feeling you choose to fuel, if all of that is actively shaping the reality you experience, both inside and out, what frequency are you going to consciously choose to maintain, starting right now, in this moment, knowing that the field responds instantly?